Huge rally calls for release of Pakistan's former PM Khan. In recent weeks, Pakistan has witnessed a surge of mass protests and rally calls demanding the release of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. His detention has sparked significant political unrest, drawing supporters from various political factions and civil society groups. The rallies are not just a display of loyalty to Khan, but also a broader expression of discontent against the current government's policies and actions. Background of the situation. Imran Khan, who served as Prime Minister from 2018 until his ousting in April 2022, has remained a prominent figure in Pakistani politics. His party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI), has positioned itself as a key opposition force against the ruling coalition, which many perceive as struggling to address pressing economic challenges, including inflation and unemployment. Khan's arrest in August 2023 on corruption charges ignited a wave of protests, with supporters claiming the charges are politically motivated. The nature of the protests. The rallies have been characterized by large crowds chanting slogans for Khan's release, condemning the government's alleged political repression, and calling for early elections. Protesters argue that Khan's imprisonment is a violation of democratic rights and an attempt to silence dissenting voices. Cities across Pakistan, including Lahore, Karachi, and Islamabad, have become focal points for these demonstrations, showcasing a mobilization of diverse segments of society. Political implications. The calls for Khan's release reflect deeper issues within Pakistan's political landscape. The protests signify a fracture between the ruling coalition and the electorate, with many citizens expressing frustration over the government's handling of economic crises. Analysts suggest that the rallies could further destabilize the current government, as they reveal growing public support for Khan and the PTI. Additionally, the protests are accompanied by calls for accountability and electoral reforms, indicating that many Pakistanis are disillusioned with traditional politics. As these demands gain traction, they could reshape the future political dynamics in Pakistan. International response. The situation has also drawn international attention. Various human rights organizations have criticized Khan's detention and the government's approach to dissent. Calls for the protection of democratic freedoms and fair treatment in the legal process have been echoed by global observers, emphasizing the need for Pakistan to uphold its commitments to human rights. Conclusion. The rallies for Imran Khan's release are more than just a show of support for a former leader, they reflect a significant moment in Pakistan's ongoing struggle for democracy and good governance. As the political landscape evolves, the impact of these protests will likely influence the trajectory of both the PTI and the current government. With the potential for increased unrest, the coming weeks will be critical for Pakistan's political future.